All right, all, here's the big announcement. It's 2020 and the school year's starting again. That's not really that exciting maybe right now at this moment. But the announcement is, let's try to do what we can for our teachers, our caregivers, and even ourselves if we need it a little bit. Of course, I have a few ideas in mind today because I'm very passionate, but I do recognize I had to pull myself back and say this is not about you and your passion project. This is about the teachers, the caregivers, the parents, and all of those that are involved in taking care of our children this year. My little one, we went to her meeting for preschool. She's going to be a penguin. That's so exciting. And I have the privilege that she's just going from one room to the next. It's a huge deal. It's still exciting. I still have a cool little thingy-majiggy for it, but it's not a new building or a new room or a new person. I'm very familiar with her teachers. So, for those of you parents or teachers or caregivers or grandparents who are even thinking about and worried about it, now is the time to do a little of that, to send the good vibes, to send the prayers, to take some time and reflect. And now we're going to do the next right thing, because these kids need structure, they need to learn, they need something normal, which I don't know what's normal nowadays, but I saw an advertisement that said the new school year or something like that. And I thought, well, every year's a new school year, but this is really a new school year. I also saw, as I was just getting ready for bed, ready to put on my YouTube and kind of chime out of everything, a teacher on my Facebook who said, pray for us. And I went, oh my goodness, they really need that now, you guys. They really need our TLC and our love. And so immediately, of course, I thought of my passion project and how I could help, but really it's whatever we can do at this point to help. In Frozen, Anna, spoiler alert, loses everything at some point, and she's in a cave. So not only has she lost her best friend, her sister, her lover, she's lost it all, and she's in a cave. So she starts to sing about doing the next right thing. Step, step again. There's a wonderful, even here on YouTube, there's a wonderful former Navy servicemen. I want to get the right titles here. So he wrote a book and he spoke about making your bed first. I saw another podcast about doing the dishes first. All those things are important to kind of give yourself a little normalcy and to feel accomplished and to feel like you've started out the day right. The same can be said with our kids. So here we go. We're going to start out the school year. School year 2020. This is backwards, but I'll read it to you. She's 3 years old. She's starting at her school with her teacher, and I couldn't be more excited. I haven't talked to her about all this. I've simply just kind of created this as an example. You can do this on a piece of paper with some markers and have them help you decorate it. You guys can make a whole fun project, sit at the dinner table, and talk. That's important. What I want to be when I grow up. A book that I really like, my favorite song, my favorite food, all those things that make them, all those things that make us, us. And, you'll have this for years to come in a photo, or even just in a special scrapbook that you keep somewhere for your kids. Those are still important things in their daily life. Teachers, parents, people who have a lot more experience, caregivers, you can chime in, you can add all your suggestions below. If there's something I could have said better or differently or shouldn't have said, let me know too. This is really about you. This is just my acknowledgement that you are special and that we appreciate you. So here's some tips for you. Can't read it again, it's backwards. Sleep and nutrition. Sleep is a direct correlation to stress. Obviously, nutrition can aid in that too. So get your sleep. Eat right. Maybe don't go out to eat that second day in a row. Go home and cook. Add a little extra veggie. Drink that water. There's a lot of pressure there. Just do one thing. One thing. Set a timer. I'm going to go to bed at 11 o'clock every night. Set a timer or set a time in the day where I'm just going to go out for a little walk. Add a couple veggies, meal plan, whatever helps you. Just do one thing. Do the next one thing. Okay? Work with the teacher. That's huge. Teachers, obviously you're working with the parents, so just remember that this is a partnership. This is a partnership like none other. So if you're someone who struggles with relationships or with how to communicate, acknowledge that, maybe even let your teacher know. Obviously, we all want the best for our kids, and go forward. Flexibility and fluidity. I was at the meeting, and there were certain things that they didn't know yet, and I'm okay with that. I know that they're going to do all the right things to answer to all the right people, and they have our kids' interest in mind for their safety. So, if they don't necessarily have that group time that they used to have, they're going to maybe have it a little bit differently. Teachers you're really good creative thinkers and project managers. So I know you're going to get it done. I know it's going to be fabulous. And 2021, we're coming for you. We're coming for you. But we're going to do the next right thing in 2020. All right. With that said, here's some ideas. First and foremost, I am going to present some ideas from Lemongrass Spa products, but you can go out to the store, to the .com, and put your own thing together. These are just examples of ways you can help the teacher take time for themselves, or take time for yourself as a teacher or parent. A candle, really good idea for relaxation. If you're not sure of the scent, talk to your local store, candle store. Lavender, great one to start with. Or just an unscented candle even, just that light flickering. Or not even a candle, a fake one. Something to provide calm and essence. Another thing, a bowl or a one of those dishwashing plastic pans. A bowl is kind of a fancier thing. It's kind of more fun to receive, to help just put warm water and to refresh your face with. And you can put a few little trinkets in that, or the tub. The dishwashing tub allows for feet, so lots of fun treats with that. In Lemongrass Spa product, it is a direct sales business, so of course I went to parties, but you can do a party outside of a brand or a company. You can get your family and friends together if you have a specific teacher you want to uplift, or if you want a bunch of stuff for your whole school. Get people together. It can be a group on Facebook. If you want to involve a specific person, just make sure they're okay with it, and ask if it's okay, if you need to collect their address, if, people send them cards, or maybe people send cards to your address, and then you can hand them to the teacher. The sky's the limit for ideas, you guys. In my particular lemongrass business, I thought, okay, you could just order stuff. You could just order stuff. You could do that. You can have a party for yourself, or you can have a party for someone else. You can kind of volunteer and say, I'm going to have a sub party, meaning I'll do all the work, but really the rewards are going to go to the teacher or the parents or whomever, the caregiver or essential workers. You guys, you've been out there a long time. So I digress. There's an idea. You could do it. I said card party. You could do a whole bunch of things. Put your mind at action. If you want to help but you're not sure, you can use this video. You can reach out to others. You can Google, or see what your teacher needs. Maybe they don't want to relax. Maybe if they've got the energy and the momentum and they need a yoga mat or a water bottles or something, whatever it is. Throw those ideas together. I digress. If you do want to do something like bath and body related, but you're not sure, I'm going to right away pop up an unscented idea. Oh, okay, it's backwards. Unscented hand wash, unscented lotions, unscented creams, unscented masks. I don't know if those exist, but you can get those at like Whole Foods or Fresh Time, or there's another one too, Trader Joe's. One of those more natural stores. Just something that maybe you're not sure about essential oils in their product. That's a great option too. Hair mask is another one that can just take a minute to relieve their hair if they want. Here's a polish. This is a feel-good product. It just helps them really take off their dead skin, remove dead skin, and it allows the moisturizer to do a better job. So again, you can bundle a bunch of things and put them together. It doesn't have to be these products. This is just what I have for example. body polish. Really good. We're all washing our hands way more than we used to, although anywho, we're washing our hands a lot. They're washing their hands a lot, disinfecting, all those things. I've been there both in a teaching perspective and in the beauty world, when obviously you got to take care of your hands. Medical world, I'm sure too, and most of our worlds right now, right? It's a good idea to wash your hands. So when you exfoliate, that takes away the dead skin, so the cream can really do better. I've tried a lot of things on my hands, and it always performs better when the dead skin's been removed, despite what the product is. A bath soak, another little spa thing you could throw in a tub. This is spearmint eucalyptus for uplifting. You could do, a mandarin or a lemon, or a lavender vanilla kind of for relaxation. Lotion in a pump. Pumps are just a lot easier, and again, we gotta moisturize those hands at the end of the day. This is a foot kit, and you can make your own. We've got the soak, we've got an exfoliator, and a balm or lotion to relieve those feet at the end of the day. Here is the recovery balm. This is more of a warming sensation, so great for on the temples, head. Maybe you don't want to use a lot, but or to relieve muscles. So this is warmth, and then the soothing is cooling. So you've got the cooling and the warming option as well, for those muscles. With that said, also, train of thought has just left the building. Goodbye, train of thought. Maybe it'll come back to me. Oh, masks. If you're going to get, this isn't a facial mask, but if you are going to get a facial mask, get a gentle one or a calming one, because, obviously anti-aging, brightening, even moisturizing can sometimes have things, and even calming can have things that might not make their skin too happy. So calming is your best bet if you're looking for a facial mask. And then finally, something like a nail and skin balm. I keep showing you guys. Cuticle oil, things like that. I actually keep it in my car, not while I'm driving, but it's a great thing to kind of just give yourself a little extra TLC. And you can use this particular one on hair as well. Just a little bit goes a long way. I have not used it on my hair, but that can be used there too. So I digress. I'm going to calm down. I'm very excited to help, to acknowledge that you teachers are so important, and this is going to be a great school year. And reach out if you have any questions. And yeah, 2021, we're coming for you, right? 2021, here we go. 2020, we're going to do the next right thing.